I lived
Murray's childhood was consumed by drug-addicted parents, hunger, and homelessness. She took us back to where it all started.
This is the building. I lived here for 13 years with my parents. This was the center of my world and the center of their drug addiction. This is where they shifted from being casual drug users to full-blown junkies.
Liz says watching her parents shoot up in their home was just a normal part of her day. She skipped school most days to work and care for her mother, who was sick and schizophrenic. When Liz's parents split up, her father left to live in a shelter, and she became homeless at 15. When she was 16, her mother died of AIDS, and that's when she decided to stop running from her own life. For the first time in her life, Liz made school a priority.
I doubled up my course load, and I took one full school year per semester.
That hard work paid off in a big way when Liz was accepted to Harvard University.
Wow, homeless to Harvard. My life changed after that.
I learned from that time period that even though the past is always kind of right there, you can decide to start over with a loved one. You know, I lost my mom and we didn't have enough connection at the time, and I was not going to let that happen again. So I looked at my dad in the last years of his life, and I knew what an honor it would be to just be there with him. Since I last caught up with the Oprah show, I've started a family. So I now am a mom, which is a big change in my life. There's Liam, my son, who just turned 6. My daughter, Maya, who's named after my favorite author, Maya Angelou. And my husband, James. So we met in high school, and he was, featured in the book and part of my group of friends when I was going through homelessness. And we're married now. So we have 2 kids, and we live in New York City. I realized that there's a sense of loss, wanting to share with the people you love this beautiful gift of having children, and my mother, my father, having them not be there. But in another way, I re-experienced my mother and father through my children. And that's what's been like a miracle. I would sing them to sleep, and it took me some time to realize that the songs, the phrases, everything that came out of my mouth, that's what my mother did with me. And I hadn't thought about those phrases or songs in years. And I think that the love that she was able to give me, even though I lost her at a pretty young age, having children has really shown me that love imprints on you in a way that is not conscious, and it informs everything I do. I think my parents taught me that resilience is actually flexibility. It's taught me that gratitude is knowing that everything you have, you could just as easily not have it. And it's taught me that the basis of forgiveness is often knowing that things aren't personal. And we all have limitations, and people can't give you what they don't have. If I had a religion, it would be gratitude. I look at my children, and they're so precious. I mean, the way that I see it is like, look, I grew up broke. I didn't have food in the fridge. We didn't have a lot of stuff. We didn't have any of that, but we had each other. And when you have that, you have everything.